Coming up tonight, confusion over the $100 tourism vouchers. How do you redeem them and must they be used all at once?
6 times oversubscribed, home buyers are unfazed by the high price tag for BTO flats in Bidadari.
And you don't see this every day. A small plane piloted by Singaporeans lands on a highway in Johor, one of our most read stories. This is the Straits Times Newsnight. I'm Dylan Ang.
I'm Chao Suan. Good evening, everyone, and thanks for joining us. While many are excited about using their Singapore Rediscovers vouchers come December 1st, not everyone seems to feel that way. Many netizens have taken to social media to raise their doubts about issues ranging from how the redemption process will work to the possibility for an option to donate their vouchers to charity.
And here are some things you might need to know about these vouchers. Users can book on 5 online booking platforms. Changi recommends Global Tix, Traveloka, Trip.com and Klook. Vouchers can only be spent on approved hotels, attractions, tours and cannot be redeemed for retail and F&B. To make it all simpler, eligible products will be marked with Singapore Rediscovers vouchers icons. The chairman of the Association of Singapore Attractions says the redemption process is designed to be simple and safe.
With the different platforms coming in and also with STB, we're trying to make it as simple as possible, as dummified as possible. Step-by-step guides are in place and trying to make it as seamless as possible. So, nevertheless, I think we are prepared and there are also hotlines to help people to navigate through the system as well.
So Dylan, how do you plan to use your vouchers?
You know what? I think I would pay a visit to AJ Hackett in Sentosa to bungee jump. Care to join me?
Sounds good. I mean, a bit scary, but I might also want to take some time off and explore Singapore too while we're at it.
Now moving on, the COVID-19 situation here. For the 13th day in a row, there are 0 locally transmitted cases. This is the longest stretch without a community case since the first coronavirus infection was reported in Singapore on January 23rd. 5 new imported cases were confirmed today and all were placed on stay-home notices on arrival.
A different story in Hong Kong. The government says the situation is worsening rapidly after reporting 73 new cases today. Some of the confirmed cases were asymptomatic, suggesting the existence of many silent transmission chains in the community. This comes after the air travel bubble between Hong Kong and Singapore was suspended for at least 2 weeks.
Meanwhile, in the global race for a vaccine, Oxford University and AstraZeneca say their vaccine could be up to 90% effective. That's based on preliminary data from trials where volunteers were first given half a dose of the vaccine, followed by a full dose by at least 1 month apart.
In the last 3 months alone, 20 cases of illegal drone operations intruding into the airspace at Changi Airport were detected and apprehended. However, Senior Minister Teo Chee Hean said that no intrusions have caused flight disruptions at the airport since July last year, when planes were delayed due to unauthorized drone operations. The airport has since set up anti-drone capabilities such as a radar and an operations center. Mr. Teo said that drone operators are encouraged to consult the CAAS website so that when they operate drones, they can do so safely and within the law.
6 first-time applicants vying for 1 flat. That's how popular 5-room built-to-order flats in Bidadari are. In the latest BTO sales exercise, which ends at midnight tonight, each of the 144 units in the Bartley Beacon project is 6 times oversubscribed.
Second-time applicants face even more competition, with 152 applicants vying for each 5-room flat. Prices range from $627,000 to $726,000, excluding grants. Good luck to all applicants.
Let's take a look at what's been trending on social media today. Staff at Nanyang Technological University have donated more than 20,000 days worth of unused annual leave to raise money for student aid and endowments. The collective 20,145 days of leave are worth an incredible $10.25 million. Nearly 2,000 faculty and staff contributed, with each employee donating an average of 11 days. Well done, guys. Shows that a small gesture can make a big impact.
And here's something you don't get to see every day. A small plane forced into an emergency landing on a highway. On Sunday morning, 2 Singaporean pilots did exactly that, landing their plane on the North-South Expressway in Johor after it experienced technical difficulties. They were en route from Seletar Airport to Malacca. Malaysia's Civil Aviation Authority said that both pilots are now in a stable condition.
Now, all those thrown away leftovers really do add up. Now, every year, Singapore households generate $342 million worth of food waste. The amount generated across the board yearly has climbed steadily for much of the last decade and a half, with most households saying that they threw out small or reasonable amounts of food, according to a survey.
A lot of this wastage is because of cosmetic reasons, such as dented or less attractive food. Estimates by NEA also point to commercial and industrial premises, such as caterers, suppliers and wholesalers, as being responsible for generating about 40% of the food waste here.
Guess she's really enjoying a fairy tale love story with the American Music Awards.
Taylor Swift! Let's go right now to Taylor Swift.
Oh, hey guys. Thank you so much for this.
Taylor Swift was named Artist of the Year at the fan-voted AMAs for a record 6th time. The 30-year-old also picked up awards for Favourite Music Video for Cardigan and Favourite Female Artist.
Canadian singers Justin Bieber and The Weeknd were the other big winners, picking up 3 awards each, with Favourite Male Pop Rock Artist going to Bieber and Best Soul R&B Male Artist going to The Weeknd.
You know, I have to say I'm a bit disappointed about Post Malone losing Artist of the Year, but hey, kudos to Taylor, well deserved.
MMA fans get excited. More One Championship events will soon be coming up live in Singapore. The 2 upcoming events at the Singapore Indoor Stadium in December will feature up to 250 paid spectators in attendance. This follows One's successful event on October 30th, which was the first live sport event to feature spectators since the coronavirus pandemic. These shows are part of a pilot project which the government hopes will help identify a model that can be widely implemented so that more large-scale events can resume safely in Singapore. So perhaps that means that more live events will soon follow? We certainly hope so.
Several Serie A stars, including Zlatan Ibrahimovic and Gianluigi Buffon, wore red-faced paint in the fixtures this past weekend, all in the name of raising awareness for domestic violence against women. The motto of the campaign, to give violence the red card.
In case you missed it, the 1-year-old Brain Bank Singapore has welcomed its first 2 deposits. Currently in the early stage of donor recruitment, there are just 71 registered brain donors here, of whom 2 have died. The first donor was a woman in her 70s who had been a blood donor for many years and had decided to donate her organs after her death.
Having a brain bank in Singapore is critical as it allows researchers to better understand patient cohorts here by studying how the Asian genetic background and the environment interact. This will help to further determine the characteristics of brain diseases among Singaporeans. And that wraps up the Straits Times Newsnight. Do visit straitstimes.com to see more news and videos.
You can also subscribe to our YouTube channel by hitting the button below. Have a great evening and we'll see you tomorrow.